break, and then we'll head right on into game number 2. And I don't think I can run commercials. Can I? Nope, only the owner. Alright. That's on you, Xander. Did it die? Something... It's not down for me. Strange, strange, strange. Is it all good? Is everything up? And that is actually Zombie Grub in that picture, by the way.
Yeah, it really is.
She is dancing.
That's how I dance.
It's a craft board. Okay, so game 2 is going to be between Zictomini and... We'll have to see who Born Gosu's going to throw out next. It looks like Sacrilege is going to be the next one up.
Oh, really?
Is that not the game that
I am in the wrong replay then. Whirlwind?
Yes.
Okay.
And we are just getting everything set up, everybody, so give us 1 second and we'll be right on into game 2. Alright, let's see. And that is a... How do we spell his name? Sacrilege. So it is a ZVZ that's going to be coming up. There we go, Zictomini for Western Wolves. Alright, and everybody make sure to go to xanderfever.tv/poll. I'll go ahead and put the link in the chat for you. There you go. Or /vote. /vote. Follow his. And you can vote for who you think is going to win this game. I apologize, Xander. It's /vote. Alright, and do you have everything set over there? You ready?
Ready.
Okay. We can go ahead and head on into this next game right here. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so game number 2 right here. This is going to be between Zictomini spawning down in the bottom right corner and spawning up in the top left corner, the light blue Zerg Sacrilege. So Zictomini up 1-0 after a very convincing win in game 1. And this map is actually Whirlwind. GSL Whirlwind. Never ever have I played this map before, but it looks interesting.
Well, you watch GSL and stuff, right?
Sure. But I've never
Alright.
played this map.
Yeah, I've never played this either.
It's not a map that's even common in, you know, little basic tournaments and stuff that I know of. So still a very interesting map. Very large, of course. A lot of open space. So
Yeah.
Zerg players can definitely take advantage of the middle of the map there and just the size of it, really.
Yeah, really. And it's going to create some interesting ZVZs. I think ZVZ is actually like the least, matchup that I've seen in this map.
Yeah.
Especially since GSL like usually on ZVZs, so that kind of explains it.
Yeah, no, that's very true. And I mean, I'm interested to see ZVZ because, like you were saying, in sort of a in sort of like a ZVT or ZVP, you could understand it more. But in ZVZ, I'd imagine that it's just going to simply relate to Mutalisk and a lot of Zerglings, simply for the rush distance of the map. Because by the time that you see your opponent pushing out, to the time he gets to your base, you could probably have spine crawlers up completely if he was coming at you with roaches or anything like that.
Yeah. Sorry. Um. Well,
You're fine.
sorry, like, I'm, like, trying to do something else, but I am back. Anyways, uh, well, we're gonna have a expand first from Sacrilege. I feel like it's a better build for this, so I wonder what Zictomini has played on these maps, because obviously, he's a very good player, so he's probably played in some, like, bigger name tournaments that have
Sure.
Whirlwind in it, so he probably knows a little about, like, the intricacies of this map than some other players might, but he thinks that, oh, he's a pool faster than a hatch is the best way to go. And we'll have to see how that works out for him.
Yeah, so he did go for the 15 pool, 16 hatch opener without a gas, and then now he's grabbing the gas, of course, right after that. And so this allows him to, of course, just get the queen right when the pool pops. It's a very safe opener. It's something that's been used a lot in ZVZ in the current metagame right now. Just because it's safe, it can defend against a 10 pool all in. It can basically defend anything, because you can defend anything below a 10 pool or below with just your drones and a hatch first. And the only thing it really dies, that hatch first dies to, is that 10 pool all in, which is what Sacrilege was sending its drone out for. So the fact that he's going to go ahead and just go for the safe expand allows him to not have to scout with a drone, which saves him probably close to the money spent, that I'd say, or close to the advantage that Sacrilege gained by having the hatch first. So having that drone out on the map is probably what I'd assume right there.
It's an interesting way to put it. And, well, actually, I'm just, like, trying to imagine this map with a 10 pull all in, like, the slowest. Here it goes.
Yep, and we'll get back in 3 minutes
Exactly.
to see it finally hit. Yeah, see, I'm not even sure his 10 pull all in would work on this map, simply for the rush distance. By the time you got to your opponent's base, he may have enough stuff up. I'm not sure. I think it wouldn't. I think it would still win. But I don't know. It's a very long rush distance. And look at this. Ling's just freely allowed to walk into the base and scout anything they want.
Oh, they make it a drone? No, he pulls back. So nice pullback from. Oh, wait a minute.
He's still going
No.
to try? No, he's not going to get it.
He tried.
Yep.
Well, pretty much the things have equaled out right now. These two openers, really, really similar. The amount of time they need to really equalize is very, very short. And they're both probably going to play a fairly long macro game.
You
Just by
say
the
that.
size of the map. Yeah, I say that, but I say that in every ZZ. I'm like, oh, they go up to 3 bases, probably gonna be a long game, and they're like all in next minute, and I'm like, never mind.
And that's, of course, the fun part of Zerg, is the second you get that next round of larvae, you have 8 larvae plus the ones that you have, and all of a sudden there's 25, 26 lings being made that are just going to start
Yeah.
streaming across the map. But no, it does look like they are going to be going for a macro game, at least at this point. And I just want to note how fast of a lair Zictomini took, and it has been scouted right here by Sacrilege. So Sacrilege has to be sitting there saying, wait a second, it's only 6:30 into the game, and your lair is already 2/3 of the way done, plus you're getting double gas. This right here is very indicative of Muta, and it looks like Sacrilege is going to try and punish this with a roach push right here to catch him before Mutas can pop out.
Yeah, that was a really nice scout by him. Getting any Zerglings in you can every once in a while to check up on ZVZ is just really, really powerful. So obviously he is in actually a pretty good spot. If, he scouted that Spire when it was almost done, it'd be a little hectic. But now he knows what's coming. He can say, all right, I got this. I can choose A, what he's doing, attack before it hits, or B, go ahead and play the safe 3 base. And he's choosing, like you said, the former.
Actually, he's going for the 3 base, but he's going
Yes,
for
he
the
is.
very fast 3 base, which is exactly the response, right? So it looked like he was throwing down the Roach Warren for a Roach Warren all in. Instead, he wasn't. He was just getting a Roach Warren down at that time, but he did go ahead and react with this very, very fast 3rd base, which is exactly what you need to do, because you have to have spores up at this base before the mutas get there, otherwise you're in trouble. So
Right.
really what we have to kind of wait and see is when is he going to grab a Hydralisk Den and an Infestation Pit so we can kind of have a better force, and will he make a 3 base push off of that?
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong 3rd base. Sacrilege taking the one up north. I'm actually thinking that's a longer distance. I'm actually not sure, but it's actually might get canceled right here. There's not a whole lot of links out for sacrilege right now.
And this is a huge, huge issue right here, and Sacrilege is going to be forced to cancel this, which instantly puts
Oh,
him in a terrible situation.
no cancel. He's actually probably going to lose it. There's 6 lanes out now, but they're only halfway done, so I'm saying he's going to lose it.
Yeah, no, I mean this hatch is definitely going to go down. I can guarantee that at this point because Zictomini is not going to do anything else, and it goes down.
Yeah.
And now Sacrilege is in a very tough situation. So while you can be greedy and go for that, at the same time you have to have some Banelings and Zerglings over there to defend it. Because if not, now we see Zictomini with a third base, with a drone lead, with a Spire up, and grabbing that third base is going to be near impossible for a long amount of time until he has Infestors and Hydralisk.
Yeah, it's going to be so difficult for him right now. And just like losing it, not canceling it, really must have sucked, especially mentally for him. But one thing I wanted to note, though, is Zictomini was really smart, took out the only banelings on the map for Sacrilege. That's the reason he was able to take down that hatch. So just really nice
Right.
choice right there. But Sacrilege is trying to return the favor, but I don't think he'll be able to get it.
No, he's definitely not going to be able to. He's going to be forced to retreat, and that's just Zictomini having enough forces out on the map there. Now the Mutas can start to push back. And Sacrilege still yet to retake that third base or even attempt it. And I mean, I don't blame him. I probably wouldn't even attempt it at this time simply because these Lings and Mutas will be pushing over there nonstop to deal with it.
Yeah, and one thing that really sucks about not having that third up additionally is the lack of gas. So 4 Infestors out right now, no Roaches on the map, and no Hydralisk Den either. So he's going to have to actually go ahead and deal with the Mutalisk only with Queens and Infestors. And if he, whiffs enough Fungals, then he has no Fungals for any counter attack or follow-up attack that Zictomini might have in mind.
Exactly. And so now Zictomini, as we can see, has just gone for the 9 Muta switch into the Infestor play right off of that, which is very smart. I love when players do that because it can just put you in such a great position and such a difficult position for your opponent. So nice fungal goes down on those Lings, at least to temporarily stall them, but it looks like a Queen will still fall.
That was actually really cool. Zictomini went in there with his Mutalisk and sniped all the Banelings and then came back with Lings. And yeah, they got fungled, but that's one fungal and a Queen for like a handful of Lings.
Exactly. So Roach Warren is down. Speed about to finish here for Zictomini. Infestation Pit has been completed as well with Pathogen Glands on the way. And Sacrilege is going to try and come out here to deal with these Mutalisks, but this is the problem. Is you just have to waste all of this energy, and it's not even going to be able to kill off the Mutalisk. No Mutalisk went down there. I mean, this is why you need Hydras with that army, simply because having just Infestor Ling versus the Mutas just puts you in a terrible position if you cannot grab that fast third.
Yeah, especially if you're going to push out like that. That's why you usually don't see that happen. They're usually in their base. Their Queens can back them up if they don't have Hydralisk. Pushing out was very risky. He saw those 6, he got tunnel vision, was like, I can get those. And then he didn't. And he wasted a lot of energy.
So now the drone count is 72 to 40 in favor of Zictomini. Sacrilege is still supply locked, and Zictomini with Roaches over at his third, enough to clean that up. It's going to force Sacrilege back, and I mean, now we see a third base finally being taken, but he still doesn't even have the proper unit count to take this third, so it could still easily go down to Zictomini.
Yeah, and Zictomini is pushing out with that Roach follow-up that I talked about earlier. There are enough Lings that if they get a nice round and with some Fungals, they'll probably be able to take it out. And the Fungals are just about to finish Fall 4 Infestors, so lucky timing for Sacrilege.
Yeah, that definitely will work out nicely for him, and he just has to make sure that he can hit everything, hit all of that army. It looks like he gets a decent fungal there. But I'm still not sure it's going to be enough because more Roaches and Lings are streaming in behind this. And Sacrilege is in a very tough position at this point.
He's actually down by about half the supply of Zictomini. Really, all he has going for him is his Infestors. 5 more on the way. A few Roaches going to try and come out and help, but no third. His second, or his natural, is under attack. And this is just looking very, very dire for Sacrilege.
Yep, so he's basically on his last legs at this point, trying to just hold his ramp right here. And that's going to be it. He's just simply going to GG out of that game right there. So